especially taking a significant position in the post-COVID global economic order. Infrastructure and logistics is going to be the major driver of that growth. So without much ado, I'm going to request my Vice Chairman of AmCham India, Mr. Sanjay Kaur, who is also the Managing Director and Chairman of Timken India, to give us formal welcome address. And thank you so much, and my apologies again for the delay.
Thank you, Rajna. Thank you, Rajna. Thank you so much. A warm welcome. And we are all honored to have Mr. Gadkari and Mr. Pawan Agarwal here today. And this is a very important session, especially for people who breathe and live supply chain in India. It is very, very important to hear the Honorable Minister. India will become $5 trillion economy. Nobody's going to. The question is how fast we can do. And one of the major important piece of that 5 trillion is going to be logistics. Currently, it is almost 13% of the GDP, and then manufacturing is another 15, 17%. So between these two, they will become 1/4 of the $5 trillion economy. That is more than $1 trillion in itself. And for that, that is the vision, I think, which our beloved Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, wants of a new India. So in order to execute such an important area of logistics, and especially when I use important, we the supply chain people understand its importance. So he has chosen somebody who is visionary in himself. That is the reason a very special leader was chosen for it. And I'm not saying this because Mr. Gadkari is here. The whole of India says that. So I'm just being the voice of the people who say about it. And it is very, very important that the new India, the 5 trillion, and with the grace of God, it will become 10 trillion. We would need really world-class logistics. We would need world-class manufacturing. And Mr. Gadkari has both the ministries of MSME and logistics. I remember, when we used to read Mahatma Gandhi, and he said at the start of the century, at the start of the 20th century, that the soul of India lives in its villages. And Mr. Gadkari is such a visionary leader. He understood that he has to connect the soul of India. And that is the reason you have this Gram Sadak Yojana. We are connecting the whole of India, 6 million kilometers of India, all getting connected. And that is very important to make it one soul, one nation. We are making one tax, one nation, but Mr. Gadkari is making it one nation, one soul. And I can tell you from my personal experience, I'm from Kashmir, and when I left or escaped Kashmir in 1990 in a Fiat car, it took me almost 10 hours from Srinagar city where I lived as a young man, freshly graduated out of the college, and reached Jammu in 9-10 hours. And then for the next 30 years, I did not travel back to Kashmir. Last year, I drove from Jammu along with my son and wife. It took me like 4.5, 5 hours. It was a breeze. Such beautiful roads. I couldn't believe that I'm in India, having lived in China and America for so many years. It felt that I'm in one of the best destinations of the world. So thank you, Mr. Gadkari. जैसे हम लोग कश्मीर में बोलते हैं, आप तारुफ के मोहताज नहीं है. Everybody knows you very well. So we would like to welcome you. तहे दिल से आपका हम लोग अभिनंदन करते हैं. We want you to speak to this important panel, because this panel represents the might of the American companies in India, and they will take your message forward to those American companies, which will in turn come back and start investing more into the infrastructure, start creating more jobs. And with that, I would request Mr. Honorable Minister Nitin Gadkari ji to address the panelists. We are live streaming. More than 400 companies represented and watching this, so everybody would be eager to hear you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, all dear respectable friends. It is really a pleasure for me to interact with you. Presently, India is facing problem because of COVID-19, but the whole world is facing this problem. We need positive approach and self-confidence. That is very important. And by creating positivity and self-confidence, I am confident that we will definitely win this war. As far as economic war is concerned, there are a lot of challenges, and also there is blessing in disguise. Presently in Indian economy is facing a lot of challenges. Particularly, we need more liquidity. Without that, we cannot accelerate the wheel of our economy, and by which 100%, by creating more liquidity, we are going to create more wealth, more progress, and more employment potential. And that is the most important thing for the country. As far as the infrastructure is concerned, the Indian story is a success story. We are already planning to make 100 airports. Already many airports are completed. Then our aviation growth is 22%. Presently, they are facing the problem because of COVID-19. Then we have 12 major ports. And actually, our ports are doing excellent jobs. 12 major ports and 200 minor and private ports. Previously, in last regime, when I was Minister for Ports, Waterways and Shipping, my budget was 800 crore per year. So in 5-year budget, it comes to 4,000 crore. But at that time, we have selected the program Sagarmala, and that program cost 16 lakh crore. And it is a great achievement for our government that last 5 years, at that time, we have completed works more than 6,50,000 crore. The efficiency of the port is increased by 2 times. Capacity is double. And now we are improving very, very mechanically and also technically point of view, it's very important. We want to make digitalized system for all the operation of our ports, and now we are in the process, and we want to make our ports of international standards. So our port profits come to 7,000 crore last year. That is also a good record. Our all ports are in profits. And now we have, at that time, we have started inland waterways. Now, as far as the logistic point of view, the logistic cost is very important. If going by road, for example, the cost is 10 rupees, going by railway is 6 rupees, going by water is only 1 rupees. So we have 7,500 kilometers of seafront is available. So we want to use it for transport. We are now encouraging cruise tourism. At the same time, we have completed work in first waterways, that is Ganga. It starts from Varanasi to Haldia, 1,380 kilometers. We have now already have 3 meter of draft, 3 meter draft is there. At the same time, Varanasi to Allahabad, we have already worked there, and 1 meter draft is maintained. And then after Varanasi to Haldia, the Bengal Sea is there. Then coming to Brahmaputra, we have completed dredging 3 meter. Then going up to Myanmar, Southeast Asia, Indonesia, Malaysia and China. Now it can be possible. Even we completed dredging in Barak. And when I was minister, with the request of our foreign minister at that time, Sushma Swaraj, I have done dredging in Mungli port in Bangladesh. And that is also completed. So presently at that time, we have submitted our DPR to World Bank for getting sanctioned. That is the project of 12,000 crore. Starts from Yamuna in Delhi. By Yamuna coming to Mathura, Mathura to Agra, Agra to Etawah, and Etawah to Allahabad, Prayagraj. So we can take any material from Punjab and Haryana, and we can take it up to China, Northeast, Indonesia, Malaysia, Bangladesh by waterways. So in the waterways, our idea is to use LNG or methanol as a fuel. That is also going to reduce the cost. So presently the development of waterways and our ports, which is very important for reducing logistic cost. Now lot of work has already done in this field, and which is very important. The most important thing related with USA and European countries, they have their industries on near to riverfront, and that is the strength for them, that their logistic cost is less. As compared with the European countries and USA, their logistic costs come to 12%. China it comes to 8 to 9%, and India it is coming 18 to 19%. So development of waterways and water transport, this is one of the priority for the government. Then the second thing is we are improving our all engineering point of view. We want to develop our railway, particularly the tracks, and where we take 2 container at a time on 1 wagon, and that is also the railway is doing lot of experiments on it, by which by improvement in railway also we will reduce the logistic cost. The most important thing is road sector. We are now already making lot of 4-lane road, 6-lane road, 8-lane road. But the most interesting thing is we are making this green express highway. This is a new alignment, and that is very important as far as the logistic cost is concerned. Now we have Mumbai to Delhi, we are making big express highway, 12-lane concrete road access control. Out of 62 packages, 60% packages already the work have awarded. Land acquisition is completed. 120-meter width is there. So this is 12-lane road. Even from my department, we already offer railway that they can start the work of bullet train on this land because the land is available. So my expectation is from going to Mumbai to Delhi will be within 12 hours, maximum 12 and a half hours. And presently the truck, it will take something 48 to 52 hours at least from coming from Delhi to Mumbai. But by making this corridor, Delhi-Mumbai Express Highway, Green Highway, new alignment, we will make it within 26 to 28 hours. So this is very important. Actually, this is going to reduce the cost. Actually, in Indian situation, one truck every day they run for 250 kilometer, and USA their truck run for 600 kilometer per day. So now by improvement in highway, we can make it to 350 kilometer per day. Like this Mumbai-Delhi Green Express Highway, we are making Chennai to Bangalore Express Highway, the land acquisition is completed. Then we are making this Delhi to Katra, where Delhi to Amritsar will within 4 hours, and Delhi Amritsar Katra, again the alignment is fixed now. The land acquisition is started. Delhi Meerut Highway is already it is within 6 months it will completed. Already some part of it is already completed. There is 16-lane road in Delhi near Swaminarayan Mandir, the part of this highway. Presently it takes 4.5 hours from Meerut to Delhi, but after this highway it will comes to maximum 45 to 50 minutes. So the way in which we are developing green highway, I am confident that 100% that is going to reduce the cost, logistic cost. Actually, for logistic cost, I will request you, all of you, that this is the opportunity for you to make industrial clusters, logistic parks on these all 22 green express highway. The 7 highway, express highway, green highway, already work have been started. Now the presently corridor between Delhi to Mumbai is Delhi, Ahmedabad, Surat, Vadodara, Mumbai. In place of that, we have selected the new alignment. It starts from Sona near Gurgaon, coming to Savai Madhopur, Alwar in Rajasthan, and going to Jhabua, Ratlam, coming to Vadodara to Mumbai. Here we save 16,000 crore on land acquisition, because this existing alignment near to Delhi, Ahmedabad, Mumbai route, the land acquisition cost comes to approximately 3 crore rupees per acre. But this highway is going through the backward and tribal area of Haryana, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat and Maharashtra. And that is the reason the land acquisition cost is coming to 10 to 20 lakhs rupees per acre. So my suggestion is now, near to this highway the land is available with a cheaper rate. Our plan is to make industrial clusters, logistic parks, smart cities, smart villages on this route. And now NHI is formulating a policy by which we can acquire the land and we can make the joint venture with the industries or state governments to start industrial clusters and logistic parks. Here is a huge potential. The other important thing is now the future fuel is LNG. We have all our trucks are on diesel. So one truck convert on diesel to LNG that costs 10 lakh rupees. But we will get this cost back within 2 years. So economic viability is there. So in future we want to encourage fuel like LNG, CNG, biodiesel, ethanol, methanol, bio-CNG, electric and hydrogen fuel cell. We are also planning to make one pilot project of e-highway on part of Delhi-Mumbai highway. We are also working on that. We are trying to do a pilot project there. So presently the logistic cost is very important in the export. So we need investment. And for that reason we need more exports. The world economic situation is very favorable. The majority country, they want to deal with India. India has got a huge population as a strength and skilled manpower, engineering manpower is, young manpower is available. At the same time the market is available. So this is the positive opportunity for the investor. And there are two important sectors which are related with me where FDI, foreign investment, is really very, very important, particularly MSME. We have now decided that we are allotted the fund of 50,000 crore, where we are giving that fund to Indian MSME, those who have good track record of exports, their bank turnover is good, their GST track record, income tax track record is good. By a simplified methodology, we can give them rating. On the basis of that, we will add our equity from the government side, maximum up to 15 crore in MSME, and they will go to capital market and raise the fund. Now already we have changed the definition of MSMEs. That is very important. Actually, previously, the last 14 years, there was a lot of discussion about it. There was classification between manufacturing enterprises and service enterprises. But now there is classification only one, that is manufacturing and services. For micro, the investment was 25 lakh. Now we have increased it up to 1 crore. And turnover was 10 lakh. We have taken it up to 5 crore, 50 times more. For small, the investment was 5 crore. Investment means investment in plant and machinery and or equipments. So investment is 5 crore, and now the investment small is coming up to 10 crore, and turnover was 2 crore. Now it taken in 50 crore. So medium, the investment was 10 crore. Now it comes to 50 crore. The turnover was 5 crore. It comes to 250 crores, and export turnover is excluded. So the industry will get the benefit of MSMEs. Lot of MSMEs doing excellent job. They have good exports. So my suggestion is to invest with them is a very, very attractive investment. They are giving good returns. So on the MSME stock exchange, particularly in Mumbai Stock Exchange, National Stock Exchange, now this MSME will go for investment, and there is a huge opportunity for foreign investor to invest in it. I have got one interaction with American investors. The Philip Capital organized that webinar, and I have got a lot of good discussion with them. At the same time, I have got opportunity to discuss with Australian Chamber of Commerce, UK Business Forum, then Dubai investors, and the response was very good. So my suggestion is for the American investor and industry, there are two opportunities are there. Either you can make joint venture for upgradation of technology in industry, and even you can invest in the industry. Both things are welcome, and there is a huge opportunity for export. At the same time, our policy is to reduce our imports and increase our export. And for the reason that we are supporting The import substitute industries, we are encouraging them, we are supporting them. And there is a huge potential as far as the logistic cost is concerned, labor cost is concerned, production cost is concerned. India got huge possibilities and strength. On the basis of that, in the international market, 100% we will be very, very competitive. So the investment in MSME is also a good attractive investment for the investor in abroad. And I need you, particularly the cooperation of American Chamber of Commerce, the people, those who are in USA, those who want to invest in India, particularly Indian MSME, we will support them. At the same time, in infrastructure, lot of all the 100% FDI is allowed. Already we have got lot of good projects. The NHI, presently our total income coming to 28,000 crore. And within 5 years, my idea is we will take it up to 1 lakh crore. Now we are making 2,000 roadside amenities. We are making gas stations, petrol, diesel stations where land will be available from NHI and pump from the private side. Government has already taken a decision to privatize the distribution of petrol and diesel. So in the case there is a huge potential. We are now making industrial clusters, logistic parks, smart cities, smart villages, bus port, and our responsibility will be we will connect these all logistic parks and will industrial clusters to ports, railway stations and airports. That will be NHI responsibility. And water, power, transport and communication will be, we will make all these facilities available there by the cooperation of state government. So my suggestion is there is a huge opportunity for investment in industrial clusters and logistic parks. At the same time, there is a huge opportunity for export. India has got all type of capability of making of good exports. We are very, very quality conscious and making the thing of international standards. We are giving all type of facilities, particularly the skilled manpower is available. Even our MSME can make upgradation of technology also. For that purpose, they can make joint ventures. So this is the appropriate time. Already our automobile industry is doing excellent job. Total turnover is 4,50,000 crore, and out of which 1,45,000 crore is export. Still, in these COVID days, our two-wheeler industry like Bajaj and TVS and Hero, they have 50% of their production, they are making good exports. So we are making e-vehicles now. 100% I am confident all the world reputed automobile brands are present in India, and in due course of time, 5 years, we are now on the scrapping policy also. India is going to become a #1 manufacturing hub, automobile manufacturing hub of the world. Within 5 years, this is my confidence. We are doing it on that line. Lot of decisions we have taken. We have leather industry. They have turnover of 1,45,000 crore, out of which 85,000 crore is domestic market, and 45 to 55,000 crore is their export. So there's a huge potential. My suggestion is to all of you, one thing, for upgradation of technology, you can make joint venture with Indian industry. If suppose the investor, they want to open new industry, no problem. We will help them for that purpose. If they want land on Green Express Highway, there is a huge opportunity. They can develop their smart city or smart village. The land cost is very reasonably, very economically viable. At the same time, they want to make joint venture, they can make joint venture. Even they want to invest, they can invest in MSME. There is a huge opportunity. Some of the MSMEs are doing excellent job. Their exports are very high. 1,200 crore, 1,000 crore they are making exports. The small industry, they have very good quality products. So there is a huge opportunity for investment in it. So my suggestion is Indian infrastructure is changing. The water, power, transport and communication, everywhere there is no problem. We are power surplus. Now we are for communication point of view, telecommunication point of view also there is no problem. Water, ample water is available. For road network, everywhere in India you go into any state, we are developing good roads. Now we are developing green express highways, new 22. These are very important. We are making 4-laning roads, concrete roads. You can make your logistic parks on the roadside with joint venture with NHI. So a lot of things are moving. So India is the fastest growing economy, and 100% India has got the potential for good exports. And in present situation, you know, I don't want to elaborate that. The present situation, the whole world is now, they want to deal with India. So it is blessing in disguise. So there are good opportunities, and I feel that you can make a good coordination, cooperation and communication between the Indian industry and American investor. I am ready to cooperate you. You give me any proposal where your problem you are facing. You can make joint venture with Indian industry. Even some of the investors who want to start their own industry in India, kindly give us the proposal. We have a special section in my ministry. We will find out and we will help you. Now we are planning to make a portal, a land bank portal, where you can easily understand where is the land is available. And our priority is the agriculture, rural, tribal, and 115 aspirant district is our priority. Presently, the turnover of our village industry come to 88,000 crore up to the last March. But my idea is to make it 5 lakh crore within 2 years. 8 days before, I have a program with Amazon. Their export from India from MSME is 60,000 crore. And I suggest them that you should make this export within 2 years to 5 lakh crores. There is a possibility, there is a huge potential. So my suggestion is 100% it is a golden opportunity for investor to invest in India. And now with your cooperation, we can make coordination, cooperation and communication between the investor and the industry. As a government, we are facilitator, and state government and even central government, I will take the responsibility for coordination between the state government and the investor. So I will request you, all of you, that what type of help you need from our side for investment, good investment from USA, please tell us. When they want to start fresh industry, we will help them. If they want to make joint venture, we also will find out the way out. They can select their partner. We will also ready to help them. And also, suppose if they want to invest, no problem. Suppose for upgradation of technology, they want to make joint venture, we will support them. Any type of thing if they want from our side, we are very much keenly interested to help them. Our vision is 100% that how we can increase liquidity. Without that, we cannot increase the growth rate. And without that, we cannot create employment potential. And without employment potential, we cannot increase per capita income and GDP. And without that, we cannot eradicate the poverty. So exactly on that line, our priority is agriculture, rural and tribal. So my suggestion is, if anyone of the industry who is keenly interested to establish their industry in the tribal area, I am giving you the example of Chambal Express Highway. Now we are making this highway. The highway starts from Etawah in Uttar Pradesh, and from Chambal it going up to Kota, connecting to Delhi-Mumbai Express Highway. The 80% land is available from the Madhya Pradesh government is ready to give us. The land is available. So I suggest them to Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister that you give land free of charge, because they have got a lot of land is available across the road. So we are developing industrial clusters there. It is hardly 4.5 hour distance from Delhi. So you can make investment there. This is the backward area. The labor cost is cheap. So this type of new green express highway are going to develop new industrial clusters where the labor cost is very cheap, land cost is cheap, water, power, transport and communication is available. So I feel that these are the area where you can think about it. Now the problem is that every company want to go in Gurgaon or Noida or Mumbai or Pune or Bangalore or Chennai or Calcutta. My suggestion, humble suggestion is, Let us go into the agriculture, rural and tribal area where the land cost is very, very cheap. At the same time, labor cost is cheap. You will get the skilled manpower there and we will support you. So my suggestion is in that direction. Our priority is agriculture, rural, tribal and 115 aspirant districts where per capita income and GDP is very negligible, where we need your cooperation. And 100% we are ready for that. And anywhere, any type of proposal, if you need our help. If suppose in the policy also you need some help, you tell us, we will definitely work on it. And now 100% government is supporting all type of foreign investment in India and everywhere in infrastructure, in defense sector, in logistic, everywhere. Now the people are coming. There are a lot of success stories are there. Even in agriculture and agro processing industries, food industries also, there is a huge potential. Handloom, handicrafts, also there is a good potential. So my suggestion is anywhere in any field where your investors and American Chamber of Commerce, American industry people are interested, we are ready to cooperate. And this is the appropriate time where I always tell to the people that there are some people who convert problems into opportunities and there are some people who convert opportunities into problems. So my feeling is it is blessing in disguise. So it's really a golden opportunity for investor to invest in India and we need your cooperation for that. I am very much thankful to the Chamber for organizing this webinar. I am giving my all best wishes to all of you. Be safe. Economic war and we will make India the economy of $5 trillion and 100 lakh crore of infrastructure, which is the dream of our Prime Minister. 100% we are going to complete that. I am very much sure about it. Thank you very much. Namaskar.